Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, just make me the host, no, sir. Like I'm not able to
Yes, sir.
share this.
Yes,
I think so. You like sir is I think so on the bike, right? Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. So I'm sharing the screen, students. Okay, just pay attention. Okay. Can you see the screen? It's fine.
Yes, sir.
So yesterday we had done till here. I'll just try to mark the correct answers as well, right? So that we have the answers as well. The ones who are not able to, you can say that answer. At least you see what is the answer, right? Okay. If you keep your video, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Okay. The next question, I'm just going with the sequence which I can see on my screen. Okay. So there is no other sequence. It's a random sequence. As soon as I see the names, I'll just call out and please respond then, right? So question number 10, the non-cooperation movement aimed at Prerna Dhamal. Are you there? Can you unmute yourself, Prerna? Prerna, can you listen? Oh, I think so. If audio is clear and if everybody is able to listen. Yes,
Yes,
Prerna,
sir.
can you listen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes. Yes,
Option A.
yes, Prerna, you unmuted yourself, na? Can answer. You need to answer quickly because I have so many students. I need to ask each and every. Okay, Roshni Gaikwad. Roshni. Roshni Gaikwad. Prerna, can you answer your? I think so. There is some technical issue. So she unmuted herself but not able to answer. Roshni Gaikwad. Digambar, wait. I'll give chance. Let us have everyone. That shows that others are paying attention or not. Okay. I think the Payal I asked you yesterday, right? Your name is here. I think I asked, right? Roshni Gaikwad. No. Oh, fine. Payal Sangle. Did I ask you yesterday?
Sir, option C, non-violence
But did I
resistance.
ask you yesterday? I'm asking like, I think so. I gave you chance, right? Okay, the answer is C, non-violence resistance. Okay, that's correct. Okay, I just want everyone should get like at least chance once. Okay, that is the reason I'm asking. Okay, Abhishek, Abhishek, can you hear? Abhishek Doye. Yeah, there is some network issue, I think. So I can hear some sound, but can you hear Abhishek? Fine. Okay, Ishwari, Ishwari Nalkar.
Yes, sir.
Next question. Question number 11. Can you answer? Simon Commission came to India in which year? Can try answering whatever you feel.
Sir,
Yes.
uh, I can tell Prerna Dhamma.
Yes. Who Ishwari you are answering, na?
No, sir. Prerna Dhamma.
Prerna. Acha, now I think there was some technical issue. Prerna.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell Prerna. Fine. I'll just give it to you. Next
Sir,
question, I'll give it to Ishwari.
A 1927.
A 1927. That's correct. Okay. For this question, 11th question. Okay, next question I'll ask Abhishek. Can you listen?
carbon donado.
Abhishek,
Carbon.
you're talking there. Fine.
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
can you listen?
Sir.
Pay attention. The next question is for you. Question number 12. Who gave the slogan Swaraj is my birthright? Okay. Option A, B, C, D with can you tell the answer?
Sir, Jawaharlal Nehru.
No, it is
Sir,
Bal
can I
Gangadhar
tell?
Tilak. Okay.
Sir,
You
can I
might have
tell?
heard about Bal Gangadhar Tilak, about this slogan, and it's very famous also. Fine. Next question. Yes, Krishna Sonavne. Can see you.
Yes, sir.
Krishna. 13th question. In which session of the Congress was Purna Swaraj declared? And this is a very important session also. Yes, Krishna.
Nagpur.
Sorry?
Nagpur.
No, Lahore. We also discussed about this, right? See, important like the points, you please mark it. And now at least remember, if in case, fine. It's absolutely fine to get a wrong answer. History is very broad, to be very honest. Fine. Next question, Aditya. Unmute yourself, Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Aditya, earlier, which date was fixed for the Independence Day? What was the date declared as an Independence Day in 1930? Yes,
2nd
Aditya.
October.
Sorry?
2nd October.
No, 2nd October, so it's a birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, right?
Mahatma Gandhi,
It is
yes.
26th January. Okay. Earlier, it was like decided that Independence Day would be celebrated on this day. Fine. So, okay. Next, we have, I just see the name, Vinayak. Vinayak. Vinayak, can you unmute yourself, Vinayak?
Yes,
I'll
sir.
just call out. Yes. Can you hear, Vinayak?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 15th question for you, Vinayak. Civil disobedience movement started with, which was the first, like you can say, movement which gave the start to the civil disobedience movement. It's an easy one, I feel.
Sir, Dandi March.
Dandi March, very good. And what is the other name for Dandi March?
Sir, Salt March.
Salt March, very good. Excellent. Okay, Afifa, Nadaf.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
16th question is for you. Who led the Salt March with Gandhiji? Question, it's with Gandhiji. Whether the leaders are mentioned or you can see the fourth option, 78 volunteers. Who are the ones? Yes, Afifa?
Option C, Abbas Tabji.
No. As we read about the things in the book, so though no leaders are mentioned here, only volunteers are mentioned, right? Is it clear? So remember,
Yes,
volunteers are
sir.
there. Fine. Rutuja. Rutuja. Rutuja Darade. Are you there? Fine. Twice I'll take the name because we have so many students to answer. Yes, Yash. Yash Maharnor. Yash, can you
Sir.
listen?
Yes, sir.
The salt march begins from which was a place from which salt
Sabarmati
march.
Ashram.
Sorry?
Sabarmati Ashram.
Sabarmati Ashram. Very good. Okay. Next, I can see here the name Uma. Uma, can you listen? Uma, are you there? Just a thing, Vaishnavi, I'll give chance. Okay. If you'll raise hand, others would also raise, and the sequence night changes completely. Then I have many questions. Don't worry. Around 70, 80 question, I think so. I have like had. Uh, yes. Next, Shubham. I said Shubham. You renamed, I guess, right? Okay, Shubham. Okay, Roshni Gaikwad. Roshni Gaikwad. I asked earlier.
Yes,
Roshni,
sir.
can you hear?
Yes.
Okay, Dandi March ended at which was the place where it ended. Ended.
Sir, B.
B, it's correct. It's a very easy one, right? Started from Sabarmati Ashram, you can see above, and ended at Dandi. Okay. Okay, next, Prabhas. Prabhas. Prabhas of South or what? You have actors also attending? Okay, Prabhas, can you hear? Okay, Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, you were raising hand. Vaishnavi.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The answer is C, salt.
The salt law broke which British monopoly? Yes, so that is an easy one. Salt only, right? And acha, if I add to this, to which of the you can say British officer the Gandhiji wrote the letter? If I ask the kind of difficult.
Sir, Irwin.
Very good. Okay. Next we have Kartiki. Kartiki.
Yes,
Kartiki.
sir.
Okay. Can you answer the 20th one? When did civil disobedience movement begin? Which year, which month?
Sir,
Just
option A.
if you have option B, okay, was March 1930, though the years are same. Okay, just make a note of this. It's fine. See, years are complicated. I know. I'll tell you one trick for this. What I used to do is, for example, if I have to know about a particular lesson, after learning about the lesson, what I used to do is I used to make a timeline. Okay, as I told you on the very first day about the timeline. So you always make a timeline. For example, in this lesson, the starting year is mentioned 1905, 1913, likewise, right? And from there till which year we have, we can say that all the events we had seen, 1942. So when you write all the years and dates in with months and all, okay, so you tend to remember it more, right? Otherwise, we all struggle. Even I struggle a lot, big time in the years and all. So it's very easy thing. Fine. Okay, next question I am asking Nilesh. Nilesh Patil. Can you hear Nilesh? It's fine. See, some of the student, at least I'll appreciate a lot that at least you have answered. Right or wrong, it doesn't matter, as I said, right? Every question you can't attempt, right? UPSC is such kind of examination that even if you get 50% of your marks, right? Out of you see that the overall marks, you attempt to come in top 100, top 200. So you see that if the IAS officers, the kind of examination it is, okay, the people who have great knowledge, they tend to lose 50% of the marks. So it's very easy, like it's absolutely fine. Okay. So raising hand, what will happen is like only the ones who know the answer, only they will answer. So for that reason, I feel like it is like a few of them answers and around 50 students we have, they won't get the chance. Fine, I'll just ask once, twice. After that, I'll change. Right. Then Nilesh Patil done. Atharva, I think so I've you have answered, right? Atharva? Abhishek, fine. I have asked you, right? Okay, Tanvi, tell. 21st. Tanvi, are you
Sir?
there?
Yes, sir.
Can you answer 21st?
Sir,
Who?
A. Option A.
Yes, CR Das, you remember it's an easy one, and there are two people, by the way, but always the answer would be in this way, right? Okay, Shambhavi Patil,
Yes, sir.
22nd. Alluri Sitaraman Raju was a tribal leader from which state? An easy one again. Which state? Alluri Sitaraman Raju.
I guess B. Andhra Pradesh.
The Andhra Pradesh, it's absolutely correct. Okay. See, even the name also, if you see, sometimes common sense. So you see Sitaraman and all, as we know about the finance minister, they belong to South. There is only one state which is of South, right? Sometimes you tend to use your common sense, you get the answers very easily. Ashank Nilevar, Ashank.
Yes, sir.
Parth, I'll ask just a second. Okay, when you will raise your hand, it becomes everyone will raise their hand, and I'll get your names first. Yes, Ashang, answer the 23rd. Okay, the idea of Satyagraha emphasize on violence, passive resistance,
Option,
non-violent protest, military retaliation.
option,
Yes,
option C, non-violent
yes,
protest.
non-violent protest. That's correct. Okay. Okay. Next we have here uh Jagruti. Jagruti, can you hear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Vedant, tell. Vedant. Yes, Vedant, tell. Vedant, you were raising hand. Tell now. Abhishek, I've asked you. Let others answer. Jagruti, Vedant. Okay, Rajendra. Rajendra, can you hear?
Yes,
No,
sir.
some of the students are not. Yes, Rajendra, can you answer 24th?
Option C. Option B.
Okay,
Sorry.
which group did not participate in civil disobedience movement?
Industrial workers.
Sorry?
Industrial workers.
And workers. Right. Absolutely correct. Okay, next we have here. Prutha, can you unmute yourself, Prutha?
Yes, sir.
Can you answer 25? Which two groups supported the Khilafat and non-cooperation movement together? Okay, it's an easy one, I guess you'll answer. Yes, Prutha. Hindus part
Answer C.
C. Yes, Hindus and Muslims, right? Gandhiji wanted them to come together, right? Okay. Amar Pawar. Amar. Okay, Parth answer. Fine. Parth, the business class supported the movement because they wanted what? Yes. Parth, I'm
Trade
asking you.
expansion.
expansion.
B. Option B.
Option B.
Option B, trade expansion or protection of Indian industries. What should be the answer?
B.
Even B
Option B.
can be considered, but I think the protection of Indian industries would be a better choice, right? Right? What do you say, student? Like
B, sir. Option B.
option B
Option B.
should be there.
Option C.
Option
Fine, fine. We'll see this. This I think so. B and C is a bit confusing, right? Fine. Let us keep it. Next one, 27th. I'll ask Aditi. Aditi,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. See,
27th.
Gandhi was impact.
Which pact was signed between? Yes, that's an easy one. Okay. And which was the if I ask you people, which was the landmark incident about the reservation? What was it? Which pact?
Pact.
Muna pact. Okay, remember that. Okay, Anuj. Anuj, can you hear?
Yes,
Anuj, can you
yes,
answer this? 28. The Indian National Congress refused to
yes,
attend
sir.
which roundtable conference? First, second, third, or all?
Sir,
All
A
30 cannot.
option A first.
Option A first, yes.
Sir, option A.
Second, did they attend second?
Yes, sir.
And what was the decision?
Sir, in London, uh,
Regarding what was it like? What was the demand of Congress? Complete independence, right? And we had seen this, right? Okay. Next, Swaranjali.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
So Congress also refused to participate in the third round table conference.
हाँ third के बारे में third one I think so. So third is not mentioned also. Let us see that.
Sir, it's there in ICSE class 10 book that Congress refused to
Fine.
attend third round
And
table
then this option should not be there, right? Fine. Let us see this. Some options might be there in case confusing is there. Okay, but whatever is mentioned according to CBSE, let us go that. And third one, I am not aware of it, to be honest. Okay, fine. Next, Swaranjali.
Yes, sir.
Swaranjali, are you there?
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Yes, 29th, answer 29th. Why did Dr. B.R. Ambedkar support the Dalit cause separately? What was the reason behind this? To fight for religious right, political representation, against partition or for women's right.
Option B, sir.
Option B is correct. Okay. It was all about political representation. We saw that he wanted separate electorate, right? Okay. Shraddha Shinde.
Yes, sir.
Yes, 38. What was Gandhi's solution to Dalit upliftment? Yes. Yes.
Harijan movement. Option C.
Yes, that because other three doesn't match. Sometime it may happen that you may be confused about the options. Then go with the one elimination method, right? So you see separate electorate, so he was demanding temple entry cannot be the only solution. Then quit India, to obviously not Harijan movement, right? Okay, next we have Krishna. Krishna, can you listen? Krishna, are you there? Fine. Aviraj, Viraj Khote. Aviraj, can you listen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Please respond quickly. I have so many students. I'll have to answer. I have to like ask the questions to them. They are eager to answer. Okay, Ram Patil. Ram,
Yes, sir. Sir, is I am
31st
audible?
critical. What did the Simon Commission lack that caused Indian resentment? Yes. Is it economic plan because of Indian members were not there, nationalist or ruler support? What was it, Ram? Try answering. It's fine. See, it's very normal. Sometimes
Indian
we
member.
get one answer which we will give wrong. Everyone will judge us. Doesn't care, to be honest. Okay. Every one of us lacks somewhere or the other, including me. I'm telling. What? Sorry,
Option B.
Ram. Tell fast. Advait.
Option B, sir.
Option B. That's correct. Okay. Here they should write that Indian members were not included, though we can understand, but okay. We'll keep other questions for the other day. Okay. And please, students, okay, it's a request. Answer the question. Fine. Okay. Until and unless we answer, okay, we don't know whether we have can we recall our knowledge or not, whether we know something or not. Okay, and it's absolutely fine, as I told you, right? Don't think, don't overthink. Okay. Now, let us continue. Today I was supposed to start. I thought we'll have a revision first, right? So just see wherever you might have, and even others might have answer in their mind. I feel right. While we were having discussion, many of you might have, you can say that answered in their mind. What you do is you just need to, you can say that revise the concepts. Okay, just go through the concepts once again, and also just go through the dates and all. Okay. Okay, now coming to the 1857, the war. This was the first war of independence. Okay, if we would have win here, you could say that we would have, you can say that got the independence before only, right? But you see, and this is what revolt. So revolt basically is what, right? You might have heard this revolt. It comes, you can say revolt is done by rebels. Okay, so the rebels revolt regarding what? So you see that whatever protests sometime you see in the news and all, people are on the roads, right? Why people do revolt? People revolt when they are unhappy with the government, right? And there is a limit to each and everything, right? Sometimes we keep on, you can say that bearing the pain, and after that that comes one of the time, जैसे बोलते हैं ना यार, पाप का घड़ा भर जाता है, तो उस टाइप से then we revolt, right? So similar way you see that there is a very famous 1857 in the year, there's a very famous revolt. And why did it happen, right? I'll just give you some of the, you can say that even some movies are there. Again, as we know, the movies help a lot to understand and recall the concepts, right? Okay, before that, now see, before 87, before 1857, sorry, what was the condition? So Britishers, you can say that they entered India. Earlier they entered India only for trading, but धीरे धीरे करके they started getting involved in politics. ठीक है, and जैसे मैंने बोला है कि they knew that Indians were totally divided before us. ठीक है, whether you see that between the Maharajas, kings and all, okay, and their policies, and Indians were very happy in division. ठीक है, सबको ऐसा था कि I was controlling this part, I am happy, I was controlling this part, they were happy. So Britishers took over, and धीरे धीरे करके they started the war. Now the policies, what happened in the previous chapter, so we don't have, but East India Company and the effect they had on different people, kings and queens, peasant, landlord, tribal, soldiers, were all affected in different ways, right? तो ऐसी बात थी कि भाई हर किसी को उन्होंने परेशान करके रखा था. इस वजह से जो ये रिवॉल्ट हुआ था, इट वाज अ लैंडमार्क रिवॉल्ट. नवाब्स लूज देयर पावर. ठीक है, सिंस द मिड 18th century, नवाब्स एंड राजाज हैड सीन देयर पावर इरोड. ठीक है, इरोड मतलब धीरे धीरे जैसे खत्म होना, वी कैन से दैट धीरे धीरे कर कर वो खत्म हो गया. दे हैड ग्रेजुअली लॉस्ट देयर अथॉरिटी एंड ऑनर. Resident had been stationed in the many courts. The freedom of rulers reduced. Their armed forces disbanded, and the revenues and territories taken away by states. ठीक है, so you see right from courts. Okay, you can say Britishers took over courts also. ठीक है, they took over the freedom. You can say from the rulers. उनकी जो sovereignty थी, मतलब earlier they were the real rulers. ठीक है, उनका पूरा कंट्रोल था, बट धीरे धीरे वो पपेट बन के रह गए. Britishers, you can say that they use them, right, with different ways, and they had to give their sovereignty. उनको पूरा उनका जो power था, it was shifted to Britishers. मैंने आपको कल ही बताया कि when Britishers left, at least they were so loyal to their rajas and all, that when they left, they gave them the option. Okay, it's not like a Indian, you can say that they attacked the rajas and all, then they took them into prison. ऐसा नहीं हुआ है. जब आजादी मिली थी तो यू कैन से वल्लभ भाई पटेल स्टिल द टाइटल, यू कैन से दे हैव नवाब्स एंड ऑल स्टिल, ठीक है, एंड देयर hereditary properties are given to them in the form of, you can say, palaces and all. Just a minute, huh?
Just a minute.
Okay, really sorry, there was someone at the door. Okay, now residents had been stationed, so all the things were, you can say, in short, you can say Britishers took over everything from us. Many ruling families tried to negotiate with the company to protect their interests, right? For example, you might be aware of Rani Lakshmi Bai of Jhansi. Okay, she wanted company to just recognize her adopted son as the heir of the to the kingdom after the डेथ ऑफ हर हस्बैंड. वो उतना ही चाहती थी कि भाई जो आगे के राजा महाराजा है वो उसके लाइक अडॉप्टेड सन को बनाया बनाया जाए, बट इट वाज, यू कैन से दैट इट वाज नॉट डन, राइट. सेम गोज फॉर नाना साहेब, द अडॉप्टेड सन ऑफ बाजीराव टू, ठीक है. He also wanted that, he pleaded only for the pension, okay, but to be given, and that too after the death of his, you can say, his father, right. So this was also not taken into consideration. However, the company, confident of its superiority and military power, turned down these pleas. तो इतना होने के बाद भी ऐसा हुआ कि कंपनी वॉज नॉट रेडी टू लिसन टू एनीवन, ओके, और वो जो अपनी मन मर्जी दे स्टार्टेड डूइंग इट, राइट. अच्छा, नाउ apart from that, you see, Awadh was one of the last territories to be annexed. Okay, annexed in a way, captured, you can say. In 1801, the subsidiary alliance was imposed to on Awadh. ठीक है, मतलब अवध अगर पूरे, अगर छोटे छोटे राजा की बात की जाए या टेरिटरीज की बात की जाए, तो अवध को सबसे लास्ट जो टेरिटरी बच गई थी वो अवध थी. अवध को भी फिर सब्सिडरी अलायंस इज जस्ट अ काइंड ऑफ अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट, ठीक है, बिटवीन ब्रिटिशर्स एंड द किंग्स एंड ऑल, ताकि वो जो है वो दे टेक ओवर द चार्ज, ठीक है, इस तरीके से. एंड 1856, ओके, इट वाज टेकन ओवर, ठीक है. तो लास्ट में यू सी दैट 1856 में पूरे तरीके से दे टुक ओवर, ओके. गवर्नर जनरल, एट दैट टाइम देयर यूज्ड टू बी गवर्नर जनरल. जब आपने देखा इंडिपेंडेंस के पहले पहले, यू सी दैट वी हैड हर्ड अबाउट वॉइस रॉय, ठीक है. तो like there is a slight difference. Governor General were totally appointed for the administration, but viceroys, they used to be the people who used to be from army, but still they took over because उस टाइम पे जो है direct control जो है वो it was under the queen, right. So Dalhousie declared that the territory was being misgoverned, ठीक है, एंड ब्रिटिश रूल वाज नीडेड टू एंश्योर द प्रॉपर एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. तो यही बहाने बना करके भाई इंडियंस आर नॉट एबल टू गवर्न देमसेल्फ, वो लोग बहुत अनपढ़ है, दे आर नॉट एजुकेटेड, दे आर नॉट एबल टू मैनेज, ये सारी बातें करके बहानेबाजी करके दे टुक ओवर एवरीथिंग फ्रॉम अस. द कंपनी इवन बिगेन टू प्लान हाउ टू ब्रिंग द मुगल डायनेस्टी टू एन एंड, ठीक है. अभी क्या होता है ना, लाइक एवरीवन हैज, सी मुगल्स वर द वंस हु वर वेरी पावरफुल बिफोर द Britishers, right. So Britishers had their in their mind कि अगर Mughals again any day if they retaliate, if they just launch a movement, ठीक है, or a revolt, ठीक है, तो दे इट वुड बी डिफिकल्ट फॉर देम. बट क्योंकि उन्होंने डिसइंटीग्रेट कर रखा था मुगल्स को, कि दे हैड अ थॉट के दे माइट नॉट अटैक, बट स्टिल दे वांट दैट मुगल्स का नामो निशान खत्म हो जाए, राइट. द नेम ऑफ द मुगल किंग वाज रिमूव फ्रॉम द कॉइन्स मिंटेड बाय कंपनी, ठीक है. तो क्या क्या उन्होंने पॉलिसी की थी इसके लिए, तो सबसे पहले तो जो कॉइन से मुगल नाम जो हटा दिया. इन 1849, गवर्नर जनरल डलहौजी अनाउंस दैट आफ्टर द डेथ ऑफ बहादुर शाह जफर, ठीक है. सो बेसिकली बहादुर शाह जफर वाज द लास्ट मुगल रूलर एज वी नो इन द हिस्ट्री, राइट. सो दिस इज आल्सो an important question, ठीक है. And also I'll tell you why it is important. You'll see there is much significance of his name, and you can see in the 1857 war. The family of the king would be shifted out of Red Fort and given another place in Delhi to reside. In 1857, Governor General Canning decided Bahadur Shah Zafar would be the last Mughal king, and after his death, none of the descendants, ठीक है, उसके जो भी वंशक रहेंगे, they would not be recognized as kings also, ठीक है. So that was the whole idea. They would just be called as prince, ठीक है. तो मुगल जो टाइटल था, they wanted it to remove, right. ना बात करें peasant and sepoys, ठीक है. Sepoys is just a English word, as we know that सिपाही, ठीक है. Many words are there in English which are taken from you can say that Hindi, from Sanskrit and all, right. Now you see in the countryside, peasant zamindar resented the high taxes and the rigid methods of revenue collection, ठीक है. तो बहुत जो farmers थे, peasants थे, zamindar भी जो थे, they were like you can say that they resented, they were not happy with the high taxes and also the collection method. Many failed to pay back their loans to the money lenders and gradually lost the land they had tilled for generations, ठीक है. तो बहुत लोगों को मतलब ड्यूटी पॉलिसीज एंड ऑफ ब्रिटिशर्स, they used to have a kind of contract कि if you don't pay the rent, they used to take over the land, ठीक है. The Indian sepoy in the employ of the company also had reasons to discontent, ठीक है. अब यहाँ से जो एक्चुअल स्टार्ट होता है अबाउट द यू कैन से दैट द रिवॉल्ट, ठीक है. आई होप यू माइट हैव हर्ड और सीन द मूवी मंगल पांडे, एटलीस्ट यू माइट हैव हर्ड आल्सो, है ना. आमिर खान, he played the role of Mangal Pandey. Are you aware of Mangal Pandey? Who was Mangal Pandey?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who was Mangal Pandey? Anyone of you can just tell the.
So he was a
Yes.
sepoy in British Army.
Okay, and why do we talk about him? What was so important and what was the significance?
Sir, because it was he who started the first war of independence.
Okay.
Actually, it is called as the immediate cause.
And what
He
was the
fired
reason?
at
Why someday he just woke up and started the war? Is
no,
it like that?
no, sir. Due to greased cartridges incident,
Yes, yes, yes.
British introduced new Enfield rifles, which there was a rumor that these cartridges were greased, and
Pig
so
fat.
Mangal.
It had pig fat.
हाँ,
Okay. Okay. I'll tell you the reason. The reason is very simple, that Indians are very religious. Okay. And at that time, it used to happen that Pathans, Pandits, and all, even they people, you can say, were also there in the army. So Mangal Pandey was a very religious person. Okay. So when what happened, as being a sepoy, जैसे कि सिपाही लोगों को क्या होता था, earlier there used to be राइफल्स ऑफ कार्टेजेस, ठीक है. तो वो जो कार्टेज होता था, उसको उसको जो है, यू नीड टू आई थिंक सो देयर वाज सम काइंड ऑफ अरेंजमेंट, देन यू नीड टू ब्रेक इट विद योर टीथ, राइट. तो मेनी ऑफ द सेपॉइज दे वर नॉट रेडी टू डू दैट बिकॉज दे थॉट देयर वाज अ रूमर कि उसके अंदर जो है पिग फैट है. अब पिग फैट, अगर आप एक ब्रह्मचारी है या फिर यू आर अ ब्राह्मण, प्योर वेजिटेरियन, तो नो वन वुड लव टू डू दैट, राइट. सो उस वजह से और भी बहुत सारे ऐसे रूमर, मतलब कि रूमर नहीं बोलूंगा, ऐसे बहुत सारी धारणा थी कि जैसे कि सेपॉइज में एक नॉर्मली एक माना जाता था कि अगर आप 7 समुंदर पार करके जाओगे तो आप जो है आपके धर्म से निकाले जाओगे, ठीक है. यू वोंट बी एन हिंदू, यू कैन से. इसमें जो होता था कि अगर सेपॉइज को बाहर भेजा जाता तो दे यूज टू यू कैन से रिसेंट अगेन, राइट. तो ये एक मेजर रीजन था, क्योंकि अब ये हुआ क्या कि मंगल पांडे was so fed up that he shot you can say that the British ऑफिशियल there, ठीक है. उस वजह से वो स्टार्ट मिला वहां से. अब सब लोगों के अंदर इतना गुस्सा भरा था कि बिकॉज ऑफ दिस इंसिडेंट, ठीक है, ये बात ऐसे इट यू कैन से स्प्रेड लाइक अ वाइल्ड फायर एंड ही वाज एग्जीक्यूटेड, ठीक है. यू माइट हैव सीन इन दैट मूवी आल्सो, एटलीस्ट यू माइट हैव सीन सम ऑफ द सीन ऑफ दैट मूवी, राइट. तो उसमें बताया गया है. उस वजह से क्या हुआ, पीपल एवरीवेयर, ठीक है, दे स्टार्टेड फॉर्मिंग देयर स्मॉल स्मॉल ट्रूप्स एंड दे लॉन्च द अटैक, ठीक है. और पूरे अटैक में, ठीक है, इट वॉज म्यूचुअली डिसाइडेड बिकॉज रानी लक्ष्मीबाई है, जैसे आपने कहा तांत्या तोपे है, एंड सो मेनी अदर लीडर्स वर देयर. उन्होंने म्यूचुअली डिसाइड किया कि वी नीड टू हैव अ लीडर जो कि पूरे रिवॉल्ट को लीड करे. तो उन्होंने क्या किया, म्यूचुअली डिसाइड किया कि बिकॉज मुगल्स हैड यू कैन से एक्सपीरियंस इन द वॉर एंड ऑल, सो बहादुर शाह जफर वाज मेड द यू कैन से लीडर देयर, राइट. और यू वोंट बिलीव, इट वाज वी वर सो क्लोज टू गेट फ्रीडम, ठीक है, दैट दे हैड अ वेरी गुड, दे गेव अ वेरी गुड साइट, है ना. आपने रानी लक्ष्मीबाई के बारे में भी सुना होगा. इवन देयर आर मेनी ऑफ द ballads और folk tales and all, right, that she fought till her last breath, ठीक है, उसके बाद भी क्या हुआ, when we were very close to getting freedom, बहादुर शाह जफर with the troops when he attacked Delhi, Britishers were all ready, ठीक है, with their military, and they captured, you can say that, Bahadur Shah Zafar, along with it many soldiers, many, you can say freedom fighters, I would call, ठीक है, they lost their life there. And because of that, what happened, you can say that we had to wait almost 100 years after that. Otherwise, at that time only we would have got the independence and kind of system, right? Fine. No, nevertheless, okay, as just now we saw, as we heard about Mangal Pandey. So let us know the reasons in detail, right? They were unhappy about their pay. Pehli baat to even the salaries which were given to them, allowances also, and even the condition of service. Okay, condition of service is major part here. Okay, but ऐसा नहीं है. Even British used to treat them as like servants only, right? Some of the new rules, moreover, violated their religious responsibilities and belief, right? So this was a very important. Still, you see, India में religion के नाम पे आज भी लोग भड़क जाते हैं, ठीक है? मतलब कि no doubt, religion is a very personal belief, right? We can't, you can say that, put it or force others or to do something kind of, right? At the same time, being a responsible Indian, we need to respect all the religions, whether you follow or not. But as an Indian, right, we need to respect that. Britishers did not know so much about religions and all, and because they are also not so religious, they thought like Indians might not, you can say, resent, right? But वो इतना बढ़ जाएगा उनको पता नहीं था. Did you know those days many people in the country believe in that if they cross the sea, they would lose their religion and caste. ठीक है, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको बताया कि बहुत सारों में एक तरीके से सुपरस्टिशन हुआ करता था, right? Whether it is true or not, I don't know, because many Indians, they live abroad right now, right? In UK, USA, or Canada, likewise, right? So when in 1824, the Sepoys were told to go to Burma, okay, by the sea route, okay, Burma is just a neighboring country, but still they had to go to the sea through the sea route, okay, to fight for the company. They refused to follow the order, though they agreed to go by the land route, okay. The people thought, no, we will go, but we will go by the land route. Okay, they were severely punished. ठीक है, अब वो नहीं करने पे Britishers obviously they did not spare them, they punished them. And since you can say the issue did not die down, in 1857 the company passed a new law which stated that every new person who took up employment in the company army had to agree to serve overseas if required. ठीक है, see, Britishers were, they were less in number, and as we just saw about the World War I, World War II, many Indians had lost their life serving for British army, right? And as I told you the example, movies show us, see, movies are not just merely a depiction, or you see a hero is there or a villain is there. If you see historical movies, it is mandatory for them to show the real history, right? Look, they can't fabricate anything. And if you see the movies such as like Gold, मैंने बताया था आपको about Akshay Kumar movie. So in so detail, it's not only about a movie of hockey, right? It showed that in the movie that before independence, the India, you can say, hockey team, they played, like you can say, from Britishers, and they won so many medals also, right? Even in the Olympic at that time, if you know of the famous incident about like you say Hitler when he met what was the name of the player? On
Major
which we have this,
Dhyanchand.
huh?
Dhyanchand.
Major, sorry, uh,
Dhyanchand.
ध्यानचंद, really sorry. ठीक है, तो ध्यानचंद, he offered him the post in German army also, okay, but he refused, right? So you see a lot of things are there which are very interesting. Okay, if we know about that, we enjoy history. Otherwise, as I said earlier, we get bored in reading it, right? Now, sepoys also reacted to what was happening in the countryside. Many of them were peasant and had families living in the villages. So the anger of peasant also, it was there in the mind of sepoys. ठीक है, तो वो dual, you can say, it was anger के भाई पहले तो वो लोग एक तो आर्मी में they are serving still and their families are being ill treated, right? किसी को ये चीज पसंद नहीं होगी. You can see the kind of like here you see sepoys, ठीक है, they were talking to each other, and the kind of even the uniform or kind of they used to have it, right? Now, responses to the reforms, right? Reforms are the changes only. The British believe that Indian society had to be reformed. ठीक है, जैसे मैंने बताया कुछ भी नाम पे, जैसे laws were passed to stop the practice of sati. ठीक है, even you can say the sati practices which was prevalent, it used to happen, it was stopped. Okay, and to encourage the encourage remarriage of the widows. Earlier the widows were not allowed to remarry. ठीक है, so Britishers, you can say that, passed some laws, okay, for the people. English language education was actively promoted. After 1830, the company allowed Christian missionaries to function freely in its domain and even own land and property. I live at a place where I have some of the schools which were, you can say, which are totally, you can say that are controlled by Christian missionaries. Hai. You might have also seen in your areas also, there are schools where you have the head as father, mother, hai, likewise, right? So they are the ones who had been
I
the
studied in such a school.
Yes, yes. So we mostly use the term convent schools for them, right? So convent school में क्या होता है कि mostly the people who are Christian, right? Mostly क्या है? I think so they are only the ones. Even there are famous ones. Saint Xavier's in Mumbai, you might have heard, right? So colleges and other things. ठीक है? तो since those time these institutions have been you can say that you can say working for the in the field of education. Now in 1850, a new law was passed to make conversation to Christianity easier. And even there are rumors, and it is true only that Britishers used to promote Christianity on the name of education, right? They wanted that people should turn to turn and become Christians, right? So because of this, also many you can say Indians they became Christians also, right? Because they were given so many so much of the you can say that different type of things. Like for example, education was free and kind of, right? So many Indians because of this they became Christian also. This law allowed an Indian who had converted to Christianity to inherit the property of his ancestors. Many Indians began to feel that Britishers were destroying the religion. ठीक है, तो बहुत सारों को पहले तो ये लगा कि religion में बहुत interference है, and Britishers were trying their hard that they should interfere in the religion, their social custom and their traditional way of life. There were, of course, other Indians who wanted to change existing social practices also. तो इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं कि ब्रिटिशर्स ओनली डिड एवरीथिंग. ठीक है, आपने राजा राम मोहन रॉय का नाम सुना होगा, राइट? He was a he was a such kind of reformer that he being an Indian also, okay, and he got education also, but he wanted that there should be reform in our society also. It's not only about Britishers interfering in our religion, but there were some reformers who thought that ऐसे untouchability वाला issue हो गया, right? So they wanted the social society में कुछ कुछ चीजें बदलनी चाहिए. It should not be same only, right? Now, through the eyes of the people, right? To get the glimpse of what people were thinking those days about British rule, I think that that's not important. No, I don't feel any kind of questions might be there. Okay, fine. Let us skip this now. So it is only the reference, like you can say, it is given कि उस time पे people, what were the people's thought, right? I don't feel any question might become because like only important points we get. This also I'll just ask sir to give it to you people. So if you want, you read it by yourself. Okay, we will come to the. You see here pictures are given here. Pictures rebels sepoys at Meerut attack officers, enter their homes and set building to fire. So it's not only that we saw during the you can say that during the national movement that Bhagat Singh or other kind of people they became violent, but there were many incidents before also it happened that you can say that the officers, the British officers, their police stations and all, it was attacked, right? Even Birsa Munda, you might have heard that he was a tribal you can say leader. People believed a lot about in him, and even he also did the same thing that he you can say used violent methods, okay, because Britishers like used to trouble so much that many people they used to lose their cool and they used to attack. ठीक है, तो ये बहुत कॉमन चीजें थी पहले. अब नाउ द म्यूटिनी becomes a popular uprising. जैसे मैंने बोला द इनिशियल थिंग, जैसे हमने देखा है about the Dandi March, right? It was a start for the civil disobedience movement. Similar way here also. Okay, one thing which sparked, you can say that the movement, it was a mutiny which happened. And mutiny, the word we specially use here, you see when soldiers as a group disobeyed their officers. So it all happened with you can say Mangal Pandey. Okay, he started that mutiny, and you can say it became a popular uprising. है ना, लोगों ने जगह जगह इसको फिर as an example लेके they thought कि now we should attack only. Through the struggle between rulers and the ruled ruled are not unusual. Sometimes such struggle become quite widespread as a popular resistance so that the people of the state breaks down. A very large number of people begin to believe that they have a common enemy and rise up against the enemy at the first time. ठीक है, but इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं, to be honest, like there were many Indians who were part of the British Army also. तो इसका मतलब ये भी नहीं है, एक तरीके से आप बोल सकते हो ब्रिटिश इंडियंस वर फाइटिंग अगेंस्ट ब्रिटिश इंडियन ऑफिसर्स आल्सो एज वेल एज द ब्रिटिशर्स. फॉर सच अ सिचुएशन टू डेवलप पीपल हैव टू ऑर्गेनाइज. तो अगर आपको बहुत बड़ा कोई अगर आपको एक रिवॉल्ट करना है तो उसके लिए क्या चाहिए? सबसे पहले तो ये कि पीपल शुड कम टुगेदर, राइट? दे शुड मोबिलाइज, है ना? अगर आप देखो, अगर फार्मर्स का प्रोटेस्ट जो था, why we talk so much about farmers protest? You see, across India the farmers, they went to Delhi, right? And there they you can say mobilized, राइट? जब बहुत भीड़ बढ़ गई तो गवर्नमेंट हमेशा, गवर्नमेंट जो है या फिर कोई भी अगर जो लीडर्स है, टायरेंट्स है, ठीक है, दे फियर पीपल, ठीक है, बिकॉज पीपल हैव दैट पावर बट दे नीड टू कम इन लार्ज नंबर्स, राइट? सो यहाँ पे यही है कि डेवलप एंड हैव ऑर्गेनाइज, कम्युनिकेट, टेक इनिशिएटिव एंड डिस्प्ले द कॉन्फिडेंस. ओके, such a situation developed in the northern parts of India in 1857. तो पहले तो ये हुआ कि मेरठ से जो चीज स्टार्ट हुई थी, नॉर्थ इंडिया में पॉपुलर हुआ और धीरे धीरे वो डिफरेंट पार्ट ऑफ कंट्री इट वेंट ऑफ. आफ्टर 100 years of conquest and administration, the East India Company faced a massive uprising that stated in May 1857. Okay, तो यहाँ पे it starts the real you can say the lesson here. जैसे कि May 1857 में you can say that they faced this and threatened the company's very presence in India. ठीक है, and literally people thought now the company would go back, right? Sepoy mutinied in several places beginning from Meerut. So here please underline or write down, okay, it all started from Meerut. So Meerut was the first place where you can say mutiny started and the revolt also started, and a large number of people from different sections of society rose up in the rebellion. ठीक है, तो again rebellion, as I said, it comes with rebels, right? जो rebel होते हैं वही, वो जो against जाते हैं, right? So rebel से you can say rebellion is associated. Some regard it as the biggest armed resistance to colonialism in the 19th century anywhere in the world. मतलब आप इससे अंदाजा लगाओ कि some तो they consider this particular incident as one of the biggest in the world. ठीक है, जहां पे ब्रिटिश आर्मी को जो है we were against them, right? Now you see all the pictures about, you can say that the battle in the cavalry lines. ठीक है, तो उस टाइम पे जो है cavalry is nothing but पहले के टाइम पे line of people used to gather and then they used to fight, है ना? जैसे आपने मूवी में देखा होगा this बाहुबली वगैरह में, right? So that is what cavalry, so they fought. Okay, अब now on 8th April 1857 a young soldier Mangal Pandey was hanged to death. ठीक है, तो अगर आपको इंसिडेंट अगर ईयर के लिए आता है या डेट के लिए आता है, अगेन दिस आल्सो इज इंपॉर्टेंट, यू मार्क देयर और अंडरलाइन इन योर और जस्ट राइट डाउन इफ यू हैव द बुक्स, राइट? सो फॉर अटैकिंग हिज ऑफिस इन बैरकपुर. ठीक है, तो कहाँ हुआ है वो भी आप इसको पूरा ही आप थोड़ा सा यू जस्ट टेक इट इनटू द कंसिडरेशन. ठीक है, just a second. Now, some days later, some sepoys of the regiment, ठीक है, रेजिमेंट जैसे आर्मी के अंदर अलग अलग टाइप के रेजिमेंट होते हैं, आप अभी भी आप सुनते होंगे कि फॉर एग्जांपल ये राजस्थान राइफल्स एंड ऑल, है ना? तो रेजिमेंट जो है अलग अलग टाइप से बांटे जाते हो, राइट? ये गोरखा रेजिमेंट वी हैव, राइट? सो एट मेरठ रिफ्यूज टू डू द आर्मी ड्रिल यूजिंग द न्यू कार्टिलेज. तो अभी जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया, तो इन शॉर्ट वी विल कवर दिस, है ना? तो जो न्यू कार्टिलेज से दे डोंट वांट बिकॉज दे थॉट इट इज बीन कोटेड विद द फैट ऑफ काउ एंड पिग्स. कई बार क्वेश्चन इस पे भी आता है व्हाई इट हैपेंड एंड ऑल. सो just mark there and remember, okay, 85 sepoys were dismissed from service and sentenced to 10-year jail. मतलब सिर्फ इस बात से कि they don't want to take part in the drill, they were dismissed. Not only dismissed, they were sentenced to 10-year jail. ठीक है, तो जो लॉ थे वो भी कितने, मतलब कि it favored Britishers only, right? This happened you can say on 9th May 1857. So again this also the particular judgment also you mark. ठीक है, it happened 9th May 1857, you can say. And the response of the Indian soldiers in Meerut was quite extraordinary. On 10th May, the soldiers marched, okay, to the jail in Meerut and released the imprisoned sepoys. ठीक है, they attacked killed officers. तो सारी चीजें वहां से स्टार्ट हो गई एंड जो पूरा गुस्सा जो भरा हुआ था Okay, people start pouring it. They captured guns and ammunition and set fire the building and properties of the British and declared war on the Firangis. Right, this term, as we know, Firangis is used for the foreigners. Okay, especially in the context of Britishers, we can say. Right, the soldiers were determined to bring an end to this, to their rule in the country. But who would rule the land instead? The soldier had an answer to this question: the Mughal Emperor Bahadur Shah Zafar. Okay, so they had that much of you can say understanding, and they knew. Okay, and they thought after, because Britishers literally, you can say that they had troubled Indians a lot. People felt the Mughals were better, and at least they had given them the option of you can say they did not interfere in the religious matters. Okay, fine. We will continue. Do you have any other lecture now? Okay, fine, Aviraj. It's okay. Fine. Okay, I'll give you chance tomorrow. Okay, we'll have the question answer again. Okay, is it clear, student, till here? Can we just
Yes, sir.
we'll end it here.
Yes, sir.
Okay, take care. Okay, and please revise your dates. Are near. Okay, enjoy the holidays, festivals, whatever it comes. But at the same time, do revise also. Okay, chalo, bye then. Take care. Okay,
Bye, sir.
have a good day, all of you.
Thank you, sir.